focus on my words. Focus on what I say. Focus on how I say it. Settle into your seat, whether you are sitting down or lying down. Allow your body to relax. Feel the weight of your body as you are seated or lying down. Are there any particular points of tension in your body right now? Are you clenching your jaw? Are you hiking your shoulders up? Are you slouching forward? Just take a moment to notice this and rectify it if necessary. Allow your jaw to fall open a little. Put some space in between your teeth. Roll your shoulders back. Stretch out your chest. Allow yourself to bring them down and back. There. Just take a moment. Take a moment to notice any of this tension. And if you can, release it as best as you can. Just allow your body to relax. Allow your mind to relax. Allow yourself to relax. You can keep your eyes open or closed for this exercise, whatever makes you most comfortable. And I just want you to notice where your attention is right now. What are you thinking of? Is it something that happened in your day? Is it something that you're needing to do? Are you ruminating over something in the future? I just want you to realize where your attention is. What are you thinking about? What has your attention? Is it perhaps a noise in the background? Is it maybe a sensation that has your attention? Is it something in your body that has your attention? I want you to notice whatever it is that has your attention, and then allow your mind to fall away from it. Allow your mind to loosen from that train of thought. Allow it to just relax for a moment. I want you to instead join me in focusing on our breath. Now, the reason that we want to focus on the breath is it is a slow, methodical process that we can draw out and we can bring our attention to something measurable, something we can control, and it allows us to break the mind's pattern of swirling on something that we don't need to think about right now. You don't need to think about anything right now. You are allowed you're allowed to let your mind rest for just a little bit. There are little problems that you can solve right now. There are little things that absolutely need your attention right at this moment, and you are allowed to shift them just for a spot of time. You're not ignoring them, and you're not getting rid of them. You're just giving yourself a moment to breathe. You're allowing your mind to free up some of that mental tension. And you may find that when you come to, that those little thoughts and problems feel a little smaller, perhaps more manageable when you do come back to them. So let's go ahead and focus on our breath. I want you to take a deep breath in for me through the nose. Deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. If this is something that feels uncomfortable, or you find that you can't do it very well, you're more than welcome to switch to something that makes you more comfortable. But if you can, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's just do that a couple of times. Take a deep breath in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We are clearing the lungs of any stagnant air. Find that I breathe quite shallowly through the day unless I focus on it. So we are allowing the lungs to expand and get a lot more oxygen and release a lot more carbon dioxide. Take a deep breath in and out. How does that feel for you? How does it feel to have your chest expand to its capacity and then release all the way? Is your breath coming from your chest, or are you able to bring it down into your abdomen? Some may find it helpful to place one of their hands on their abdomen and feel it rise up with their breath, and then fall back down upon their exhale. Take a deep breath into your abdomen and out. Good, good. So you're more than welcome to breathe normally now. And I am going to just have you follow my instructions. I want you to look at my finger here. Focus your attention on my finger. I want you to follow this finger using only your eyes without moving your head. Can you do that for me? Just follow my finger. Follow my finger. Breathe normally and focus on following my finger. Not going in any specific pattern, just following the finger. Nice, slow movements. Nice, slow movements. Follow the finger as it comes in and out. Just keep following my finger. Focus your attention on my finger. Breathe normally and follow my finger. Good. Now I'm just going to bring my finger up here, and I want you to focus on my finger without blinking. Can you look at my finger here and not blink? You may feel your eyes begin to strain. You may feel them get a little watery or a little dry, but I want you to keep focusing on my finger here. Just look at my finger without blinking. Good, good. Keep looking at the finger without blinking as long as you can. And when you find you absolutely cannot hold your eyes open any longer, allow them to fall. Allow your eyelids to fall over your eyes and close your eyes. Just keep looking at my finger. Keep looking. And now, just allow your eyelids to fall. Allow your eyes to close. Allow them to be tired and heavy and close. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Now focus on my words. Focus on what I say. Focus on the way that I say them. I'm going to be counting back from 10 to 1. And as I count down, I want you to feel your body relax. I want you to allow your body to relax even further as we go into a deep sense of relaxation. 10, 9, feeling more and more relaxation. 8, 7, deeper and deeper. 6, 5, further and further relaxed. 4, 3, almost there. Relax as much as you can. 2, 1. Good. You will be able to experience a very deep sense of relaxation. Now, I want you to look inside your body. Do a little bit of a scan from your head to your toes, from your toes to your head. Just look inside your body. Notice any places of tension, of tightness. We're going to go through part by part and manually relax your body. Let's start at your toes. I want you to wiggle your toes for me. I want you to feel the skin as your toes rub together. Feel your toes rub together as they move back and forth and back and forth. I want you to really feel your toes. Feel where they are attached to your body. Feel them as part of your body. I want you to notice if there's any tension in your toes. Is there any pain, any stiffness or tightness? If you notice any tension, I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to recognize it. And then we're going to release it. I want you to stop wiggling your toes, and instead, I want you to curl them up. Curl your toes. Curl your toes. Curl them real tight. Clench your toes as hard as you can for a few seconds, and then all at once, release. Curl the toes, release. Curl your toes, release. Release the tension all at once. The moment that you release that tension, this is what your toes feel like when they are completely relaxed. You have the ability, you have the capacity to allow your body to completely relax. This is what your toes feel like when they are completely relaxed. Now let's move to your feet and your ankles. I want you to rotate your ankles, kick your feet a little bit, get acquainted with them. Feel where they attach to your body. Feel them as part of your body. I want you to just move your feet and your ankles around. Notice if there's any tension in your feet or ankles. Any points of pain, stiffness, or tightness. I want you to notice this tension. I want you to recognize it. And then we're going to release it. So you can stop moving your feet. And I want you to pull your feet up until you feel a stretch. Allow your feet to pull up until you feel that little bit of stretch. Pull up and then go just a little bit further. That you feel a good stretch along the top of your shin, along your feet, along the bottoms of your feet. Feel that stretch. Keep that stretch for a few seconds. And then all at once, release. Stretch out your foot and then Allow your feet and your ankles to go floppy. This is what your feet and your ankles feel like when they are completely relaxed. Your muscles have the ability to release. They don't have to be tight for a long time. They have the ability to release. Now let's move up to your lower legs, your calves, and your knees. You can bend your knees, you can flex the calves. I want you to just get acquainted with your lower legs. Feel where they attach to your ankles. Feel where your knees attach to your thighs. I want you to really acknowledge that they're a part of your body. I want you to acknowledge that they are right there, ready for you to allow the tension to release in them. I want you to notice any sensations in your knees and your legs. Are there any points of pain or stiffness or tightness in your lower legs and your knees? I just want you to acknowledge the tension. I want you to recognize it, and then we're going to release it. I want you to clench the muscles in your calves as hard as you can. You'll feel a little bit in your knees as well. You might feel a bit in your thighs, but right now we want to clench the muscles as hard as we can in the calves for a few moments. Clench the muscles, and all at once release. Clench the muscles, all at once release. Release the tension in your calves and your knees. This is what your calves and your knees feel like when they are completely relaxed. Your muscles have the ability to unwind. You just have to let them remember what it feels like to completely relax. Your muscles may start to tense up a little bit more. And for the moment, I want you to just allow them to. If you've clenched your muscles for so long, they eventually learn that that is their state of being, and only sometimes do they release. We're allowing them to release now, and we will go back through and release them again if needed. But we need to let them know that they have the ability to release. Let's move up to your thighs and your hips. I want you to really feel your body on your hips, on your pelvis. I want you to feel your thighs. You can move your legs, rotate the hips a little, rotate the legs in the hip joint. Realize that your thighs are connected to your knees. Realize that your hips are connected to your abdomen and the rest of your upper body. Really feel your upper legs and your hips as part of your body. I want you to just notice if there's any tension in your hips or your thighs. These are two places that can get very tense for people. sitting down. Just want you to notice if there's tension. I want you to acknowledge it. And then we're going to release it. So you can stop moving your legs, your hips, and I want you to clench the muscles as hard as you can for a few seconds. Then all at once, release. Clench the muscles all at once, release. Clench the muscles all at once, release. Feel your thighs and your hips relax at that moment of release. This is what your legs and your hips feel like when they are completely relaxed. This is a part that you may feel tighten up slowly once again, and we will go back through and release it if necessary. But your muscles have the ability to relax. They have the ability to release. It's something that we just need to acknowledge and then manually relax. It takes a bit of practice before your muscles get the message. They didn't all tense up at once. They didn't stay stuck like that at one time. It was a slow process, and it takes a little bit of time for them to relearn. I want you to move up to your abdomen, and I want you to either flex the muscles there, or you can even physically feel your abdomen with your hand. Just palpate along the planes, along the hills and valleys of the abdomen, the soft tissue there. And I want you to notice if there's any tension in your abdomen. Are there any points of pain or tightness in your abdomen? Is there an odd sticking sensation anywhere? I want you to notice this sensation. Notice the tension in your abdomen. Acknowledge it, and then we're going to release it. Now, to release the tension, I want you to clench your abdominal muscles as hard as you can for a few seconds, and then all at once, release. Clench the muscles as hard as you can, and then all at once, release. Good. Allow the tension to release. This is what your abdomen feels like when it is completely relaxed. It has the ability to relax. You have the ability to manually relax it. Now let's move up to your chest and shoulders. So here we can also experience a lot of tension, especially in the middle of our chest and especially in the shoulders. Now I want you to move your shoulders back and forth. You can open up the chest by pulling the shoulder blades together. Get a nice stretch. Roll the shoulders forward, roll them back. You can shrug a few times if that's helpful. Just get acquainted with your shoulders as a part of your body. Get Get acquainted with your chest as it is a part of your body, where it connects to your abdomen, where your rib cage lies, where your shoulders connect to your neck, where they connect to your arms. Notice those points of connection. I want you to look for any tension in your chest or your shoulders. Do you feel a pinch of pain in the chest? Do you feel tightness in the muscles here? Do you feel any pain or stiffness or tightness in the shoulders? I want you to notice those sensations. Notice what they feel like. And I want you to acknowledge them. Acknowledge that they're there. And then we will release them. I want you to clench your shoulders, clench your chest together as hard as you can. Clench it as hard as you can, and all at once, release. Clench the muscles as hard as you can for a few seconds, and release all at once. Feel the tension melt from your body. Feel the muscles relax and loosen. This is what your chest and your shoulders feel like when they are completely relaxed. Your shoulders melt down, your chest pulls open. This is what it feels like when there's no tension. This is what it feels like when they are completely relaxed. Now let's move to your arms. So I want you to feel your arms. You can bend your elbows. You can lift your arms up. Move them however you see fit. Get acquainted with your arms as part of your body. Feel where they attach your shoulders. Feel where they attach to your hands. Feel your arms as a part of your body and not just a part. I want you to notice if there's any pain or stiffness or tightness in your arms. I want you to notice if there's any tension in your arms. And we are going to start with the biceps, and then we'll go into the lower arms. So I want you to focus on your upper arms. And we are going to clench the muscles as hard as we can for a few moments, and then allow them to release. So you may curl your hands into fists and clench the muscles as hard as you can for a few seconds, and then all at once release. All at once, let it release. Clench the muscles and release. Clench the muscles and release. Feel the tension melt out of your arms. Now for your lower arms, you can do the same motion, but we're focusing more on the lower part, not so much on the upper. Oh, you can clench your fists and really feel the muscles in your lower arms tighten. Clench the muscles in your lower arms as hard as you can for a few seconds. And then all at once, release. All at once, release. Clench the muscles as tight as you can, and then good. This is what your arms feel like when they are completely relaxed. This is what they feel like when they are not full of tension, and instead we relax them. Now, let's move on to your hands. You can wiggle your fingers, clench your fists, open your hands, fold them, half fist, curl your fingers over, move them around. Really feel the articulations of your fingers. You ever really thought about that? How complicated the movement is for us to move our fingers in precise ways. Just notice that for a moment. Notice how your fingers, each joint connects to the other. Notice where your fingers connect to your palms, to the back of your hands. Notice where your hands connect to your wrists. Notice where your hands connect to your fingers to each joint. I want you to notice if there's any pain or tightness or stiffness in the hands. Notice any points of tension. I want you to acknowledge the tension, recognize it, and then we are going to release it. So now, I want you to clench your hands as hard as they go, and then all at once, release. Feel the warmth in your hands as the blood rushes back into them. Clench your hands and release all at once. This is what your hands feel like when they are completely relaxed. This is what your hands feel like when they are free of tension. And now we're going to move up to the neck. I want you to just notice your neck for a moment. Notice where it connects to the chest, where it connects to the head. You can feel your spine. Just notice your neck. You can move your head from side to side. You can turn. You can go up and down. Just move your neck around a little bit. And then I want you to notice if there are any points of pain or stiffness or tension in the muscle. Feel your neck. Feel where there might be any tension. And I Feel the tension in the neck. And then we're going to release it. As best as you can clench the muscles in your neck. Takes a little bit of work from the chest and the arms, but you can clench the muscles here, or you can go back and you can scrunch up your shoulders and you can work with the tension there. Let's do both. So first, let's work on the front. I want you to clench the muscles of your neck as hard as you can for a few seconds, and then release. Clench the muscles and release. And then with the back of the neck, with the spine, you can tilt your head back and bring your shoulders up and clench as hard as you can for a couple seconds and release. You should feel that right at the base of the neck. Feel it up the neck. I want you to notice this sensation. Notice how your neck feels when it is completely relaxed. Now let's move up to the head and the face. I want you to notice your head. Notice where it connects to your neck. Notice where your head connects to your face. You can move your jaw around. You can open and close your eyes, move your nose. Just get acquainted with how your head and your face feels. And notice if there's any points of pain or tightness or stiffness in your head and your face. I want you to just notice the tension there. I want you to acknowledge it. And then we're going to release it. So I want you to first clench your jaw for me. Clench your jaw tightly. Make sure that you're not hurting yourself. Be careful of your teeth. Clench your jaw for a few seconds and then release. Clench and release. Clench and release. Now for the face, you can scrunch up your face for a few seconds. Scrunch it and then release. Scrunch and release. Allow your face and your jaw and your head to relax. This is what they feel like when you are completely relaxed. This is what your body feels like when it is completely relaxed. I want you to take a scan of your body. I want you to just run up to the head, from the head to the toes, from the toes to the head, back down again. Just notice if there are any points that re-tensed back up. If there's any other points of tension or pain or stiffness, I want you to acknowledge those parts. And I want you to go back into that part, clench those muscles, and release them. Clench them for a few seconds, and all at once, release. You can do as many times as it takes. You can sit here and just work with each muscle. You can go back through your whole body and go back up. Or you can just focus on any parts that are still tense. Just acknowledge the tension. Notice it. And then clench the muscles in that area and release it all at once. And you know what your body can feel like when it is completely relaxed. You know what your muscles feel like when they are completely relaxed. I want you to just take a deep breath in with me. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. When I count to 10, you will be able to drift deeper into the relaxation. So you can either use the count to bring yourself to alertness, bring yourself to consciousness, or you can use the count up to relax deeper into the relaxation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
pseudoscience, and personal attention ASMR roleplays. If you want to check out a specific category of my videos, my channel playlists have everything from sci-fi to historical to even fantasy videos. If you want to support my work, consider checking out my Patreon profile in the description box, where I offer early access to videos, exclusive